Any way that you feel unsafe in the world is something that is inside of you. So a lot of the time, because a lot of us have been born into situations where we experience trauma, like violence or abuse in the household, or criticism, all these different ways. We came into the world believing that the world wasn't a safe place, and so we, unless you change that, we always believe the world is not a safe place. And one of the things that we have to do is recognise that we, inside of ourselves, hold full responsibility for not feeling safe. Yeah, we can blame others, we can blame our parents, or we can blame society, or we can blame our culture, we can blame our tribe. Whatever it is, we have to hold accountability for the feelings that we are currently holding and the way that we're responding to things. The way that we're responding to this pandemic is our unique way of responding based on our belief systems that we develop throughout our life. And so the only way that we can change that is to develop a place of deep safety within ourselves. And one of the ways that I really like to do that and help people to do that is with something like this. This beautiful furry cushion. It's fake, it's not a real animal, I wouldn't do that. But it's something really soft and comfortable. So what I recommend, one of the most beautiful ways of feeling safe inside your body, is to get something like a pillow or a cushion or even a stuffed animal and hug it. But what I also recommend is, before you do that, is to notice those feelings of tension. You can't necessarily identify them, oh, that's feeling unsafe. Just notice if there's any tension associated with any fear you might be holding, any limitation. And so give it a grade out of 10. So 10 being like incredibly intense and 1 being mild. Notice how you feel. And where you're holding any of that. There's a lot up here, there's anxiety around these experiences. And then grab something like this. Notice what happens. There's a physiological shift that happens. Just through hugging something like this. Actually, you'll notice that, immediately, it's like, oh God, why didn't I do this before? It's actually more powerful than an inanimate object, or like this, is more powerful than hugging a friend or a lover for this exercise. Just hug something like this to start with, and notice how it feels. And really, what I'd like you to do as you're doing this is just notice how safe it is inside your hug. It's your hug. It's just you right here. This is you hugging you, and to have this sort of tactile relationship with yourself is beautiful and powerful. If you don't have a pillow or something like that, you can, walking down the street and you're feeling panic, you can do this and just recognise how safe it is inside that hug. So what's really important for you is to notice that there's a shift. So if you notice that there's a shift, even if it's only an incremental shift, I imagine it will be more than incremental. You'll notice that just doing something like this is having a positive change for you. So even if you notice it's very slight, you recognise that there's something you can do about it in that moment. And then going more into it, it's very slight right now. I'm not feeling a big shift, but I'm feeling something comforting about this, about hugging myself. What can you do to move deeper, to receive more comfort, to move deeper into a connection with the fact that you are safe, everything right inside here is safe. And as long as you're safe, nothing can touch you. And as long as you're safe, you're not going to experience fear or panic, or whatever it is you might be feeling in this existential crisis, and this opportunity to allow you to see that, everything's okay here. And you can do it lying down or sitting or standing. And as you do this on a regular basis, your subconscious starts to become entrained to the new belief, more belief with greater potential for you, that yes, it is okay. There is a safety place, a place of safety within you, and this is how you can connect with it. And because maybe throughout your life you haven't ever connected with that place of safety, in a dangerous environment, or it's not even dangerous or scary, just you might create the illusion inside of yourself that there's a situation that is completely overblown and amplified something that really isn't unsafe. And I know I've been around a lot of people who believe they're being abandoned just because their lover looked at them in a particular way or walked out the door in a huff, and then tree all sorts of stories around not being loved, and that the person was going to leave them, and it's not true. And you have that choice to believe it's true or it's not true. But first of all, it's important to connect with that place deep within you. Take in a deep breath, your hands over your heart, hugging the pillow. Everything's okay. I'm safe. I'm strong. I'm fierce. I'm safe. And a lot of the time, it's the antidote to I'm not safe. I'm weak. I doubt. I have no confidence. All these different ways that you can also be. Don't even use that. Don't even try to imagine that. It's the positive affirmations of who you are. If you introduce I am not, you actually keep reminding yourself about what you are. I am not a victim. Well, you're saying then that you are a victim. I am a victor. I am strong. I'm peaceful. I am loving. I am loved. And if you use positive affirmations, then your subconscious becomes entrained to those belief systems. So anyway, that will do for today. I encourage you to practice hugging yourself, really learning to embody what it feels like to be safe and noticing the shift, and then asking yourself, what can I do to go deeper?